Aqua Deck is a, Ralphie, I'm filming a video, don't growl at the neighbors. Aqua Deck. What's going on, guys? It's week number 7 and this week's topic is med list. So you guys will find out what meds I take for RCF, some of the deals that we take advantage of to get the meds at a cheaper cost, and then what each med does. Alright, so let's get started. I'll take you for like a quick tour of my house. It looks like a typical house, right? Or a townhouse, whatever you want to call it. But secretly, there's meds hidden everywhere. So, this is the living room, right? We have our recliner and couch, whatnot. But back here is my nebulizer and my vest. And then we have the secret stash over here with my airway clearance, my inhalers, some of the daily routine meds I take, airway clearance down here. So then back here we have my case and neb that's hiding, and my essential oils diffuser. It's more alternative, it's not really traditional CF meds. And here is one stack. So of course we have the immunity up here, some colloidal silver stuff. I call this the natural drawer. So obviously all my essential oils, some vitamin C stuff, garlic, curcumin, and some things back there, some more alternative stuff. We have the typical traditional CF med drawer. So Hypertonic Saline, this is one of my nebulized medications. Basically, it's just extra salty water, distilled water, I guess you'd say. So that way it brings fluid and like water into the cells in the lungs and helps make the mucus thinner, which if it's thinner, it's easier to cough up and not as sticky, sticking to the lung walls and being stuck down there. So I have ibuprofen here, and this is a drying agent. So if I ever feel really tight of chest, congested, chest is heavy, I'll take ibuprofen. It's a nebulized med, and that really kind of relieves some of that if I have a lot of anxiety because of that. Over here, I have my Albuterol, or as you can see right here, Albuterol. So Albuterol is a bronchodilator, so it opens up the airways. I take this, 2 or 3 times a day at least. My Hypertonic, I take once a day in the mornings. And then my ibuprofen, I take just PRN as I want. This is the Cornet. This is my airway clearance device. You guys also saw it over by the couch. This is my favorite handheld device. You just blow in here. It vibrates. It has a little wrapper in here to where it sends vibrations back down into your lungs. So it helps really break up the mucus down in your lungs. And of course you can cough it up that way. As you guys saw my vest earlier, I do use my vest every morning, and I use the Cornet for in the afternoons and in the evenings. So below that is the traditional normal person med drawer with a little extra ibuprofen, Tylenol. We have our Mucinex back here, Band-Aids, sinus stuff, allergies, Benadryl, all that kind of normal good stuff to have. Nothing too special. Omeprazole though, this is for CF and acid reflux, so I can go over that a little later. Anyway, so the normal drawer, and here is the Neb Drawer. So I have all my dirty nebs over here, all my clean nebs over here. I run through all these, then we will wash all of them, and they'll be over here obviously. So we'll wash all of them, and then I put them back in these bags and go through them again. So that way I'm not washing nebs all the time. We do boil the nebs usually, unless I'm in a hurry. I might put them in Dawn soap, but usually boil them for about 10 minutes, maybe 15, and they're good to go. Let them dry, air dry, and that's it. So of course we have some morning meds over here. So we fill all these up with my morning meds every day. So when they're empty, which of course like a lot of these are, I just put them back in here, and I will grab a fresh one, which is usually back here. And we just fill those up each month, or actually 2 or 3 months. Nothing up there. Stockpiling some vitamin D. Here's some Januvia. Little morning daily med list of what I take in the mornings. So I will go over that with you guys here in a minute. And up here is nothing fun. Water tester for filtered water in colloidal silver. And here is an example of my morning meds. So looks like a lot of fun, right? So I will take this to talk about with you guys. And other than that, I have my only other nebulized med I did not mention, or two of them. One would be Casein. Always keep it refrigerated. So this is nebulized antibiotic I take every other month, 3 times a day. It's only a 2-minute nebulization, but it really sucks to clean 3 times a day and mix, because it doesn't come pre-vialed. You have to mix one of these little blue caps with the clear caps, and once again, it's antibiotic, so use every other month. You don't want your lungs and your bacteria become resistant to the antibiotic, so you can't use it every month, and it kills the bacteria in our lungs to help us keep that bacteria suppressed and hopefully decrease infection. I have Palma Zion over here. So Palma Zion is what helps keeps the mucus thin in our lungs, kind of like hypertonic, but this is actually a medication that you take every single day. Some people take it twice a day, and I take it every single month. So I take this right before bed, 1 vial. Of course, Ralphie wants to check it out. Ralph, what do you think? 1 vial of Palma Zion every night. So that's that. So I have Toby back here, if you guys saw that. So Throw Myosin back here, Toby back here. I used to take Toby. It kind of just stopped doing things for me. Once I got into the essential oils, if you guys saw my other videos on my channel, I kind of stopped Toby to see if the oils would work without antibiotics. They luckily did. My doctor actually begged me to at least be on 1 antibiotic, so I agreed to Casein. And Casein does seem to have a little bit of an effect on me. I do feel a little bit better once I take Casein every other month. Toby might work now. It's been about 2 years since I've been on Toby. I tried the pod haler, as you guys saw in Cheyenne's video. She does the pod haler, and I could not do it. I mean, the pod haler just made me so tight of breath. It was crazy. Like, I've never had a medication make me that tight of breath, or tight of chest, short of breath. It was really bad. I mean, it was really awful. So stopped doing the pod haler. And same thing with Orcambia. So I have Orcambia up here. I don't know if you guys saw back here, secret stash. So here's Orcambia, which this is the new drug for CF, the maintenance drug, I guess you'd say, for the Delta F508, double Delta F508 mutation. So you have to have 2 of that gene in order to take Orcambia. And it's not as good as Kalydeco. I mean, Kalydeco's really great for that certain mutation Kalydeco works for. But it's not that great for the Delta F508. For some people, it's really good. For me, it's hit and miss. I was short of breath a lot and just not feeling good on it. So I got sick, and we said, well, let's discontinue it to hopefully get me better. And I discontinued it, and I have not been on it since about 6 months now. I was on it for about 7 months, and I took 6 months off. So I'm going to do a PFT. And my other stockpile is in the closet where I have all my inventory. I'm not going to show you guys too much of this, but you can see we have 3 boxes here, and they're actually categorized. This top one's all like Neb stuff, so you guys are familiar with the Albuterol, the Toby, pod haler, things like that. Bottom one's pills, and then the very bottom one's actually oxygen tubing and things like that. I do have an oxygen concentrator. It's upstairs, way up there by the bedroom, which I'm not going to show you guys. So next we can go over my morning meds. I think I can show you all my medication, all my pills wise that way. Alright guys, my camera died last night, so today's a new day. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this video for you guys and go through my morning medicines with you guys. Of course, I'm losing daylight, so the lighting might be a little dark. Alright, so typical day. I'll start with Monday. Well, I'm not going to start. Every day is pretty much the same. So as you guys know, these probably look familiar. This is Creon, so enzymes. Camera's not going to focus. I get out of it. Ah! Alright, anyway, Creon, right? So Creon is enzymes which help us digest our food. I take 3 with meals. That's 24,000 units, and I've always taken 3 that I can remember. The only time I up that is if I'm taking something huge in like grease and fat. Maybe if I eat a lot of bacon, or if I take my protein shakes, which have tons of protein, tons of carbs, and like 900 calories. So if I have a protein shake, I usually take 4, but I never go higher than 4, and I never go less than 3. The only time I would maybe go less than 3 is if I literally just had a bag of chips, which I don't really snack. I try to spread my meals out so that my blood sugars are better regulated, and then I try to eat bigger meals. That's just the way I do it, but I know there's tons of CFers that might have a few with snacks and then more with meals, blah, 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 blah. All right, you guys might be familiar with this one. So a little pink pill. This is a Throw Myosin. It's an antibiotic. We take orally Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've taken it all my life, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't really work that well anymore. But anyway, so I take the Azithromycin. One thing about the Azithromycin is if you're on an antibiotic such as Levaquin or Cipro. I don't know about Cipro for sure, but it's the same class as Levaquin. So if you're on Levaquin, you can't take it while you're on that for a drug interaction. So I didn't know that until probably this year, or maybe a little bit of last year recently. So anyway, besides that, every morning I take like this pill would be calcium. So I take 600 milligrams of calcium every day. Bone health. This little gel gold pill is vitamin D. I take vitamin D 5,000 units every morning. Vitamin D keeps our energy levels up, and I think it prevents scurvy or something, something like that. Rickets, I think it's rickets. Anyway, so I take vitamin D. I also take Januvia. So Januvia is my blood sugar pill, and I have impaired blood sugar, so Januvia helps my body regulate the insulin. As you guys might already know with CF, in some cases the mucus is so thick and sticky that it can actually cause scarring in our pancreas, and therefore over time we don't produce insulin very well. So the standard for that is insulin shots, and I've had very many discussions with doctors about insulin shots, and in my opinion, I've been on Januvia, thankfully, for about 6 or 7 years now by my endocrine doctor back then. So if a pill works, why are you guys gonna try to make me use a shot? Anyway, so I hate that it's like, hey, let's think outside the box here. We don't have to use the standard all the time. So next is Aqua Deck. So Aqua Deck is a Ralphie, I'm filming a video, don't growl at the neighbors. Aqua Deck is a multivitamin, especially for CF. It's very potent in vitamins A, D, E, and K. Those are the fat-soluble vitamins that our bodies lack. So that's Aqua Deck. I used to hate Aqua Deck because it has like a fishy taste, but I found out that if you take it with food, not after food, not before food, while you're eating, if you take it, you don't get the fishy burps and your breath doesn't smell fishy or like fish oil, anything like that. So it's not the best tasting, I guess you'd say, but I just swallow it with some soda, and then make sure you take it with food. So that's a very awesome tip that I found out. So next would be Omeprazole, and I think it's this one. So Omeprazole is like you guys saw earlier. It's for acid reflux. I've always taken Omeprazole, but it used to be Prilosec and Prevacid and who else, who knows. But I've always taken this pill. When I was younger, I used to get really, really, really bad stomach aches, especially when I ate a lot of fish. And you guys might already know from my own personal channel, my favorite food ever is crappie fish and catfish. So they're like fried pond fish and or lake fish. But anyway, very good. And I used to get the worst stomach aches when I was younger until they put me on this, and it's helped ever since. So Jenny's even brought up that maybe I could be off of it now, and I might be able to, but I'm kind of scared to try. So next is the typical vitamins. I had vitamin C. Vitamin C. So 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And then throughout the day when I'm sick, if I'm sick, I also take Emergency for that extra 1,000 in the afternoons, and maybe even once more before night. But yeah, every morning I take vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. And this one is my other pill. This is just another multivitamin. So this is a normal multivitamin, not CS special. But anyway, so at one point I said, hey, you know, maybe I'm on too much meds in the morning and my, like, vitamins. I'm taking a lot of vitamins. Maybe you guys shouldn't be doing that. And if you guys are thinking the same thing, make sure you check with a doctor. And I'm not saying that because that's what everyone says, but my blood work this last visit at Kansas City was perfect. And so I even brought up, hey, can I decrease? I probably don't need a multivitamin if I'm taking a CF multivitamin. And they actually said, whatever you're doing, don't change. Your actual levels were perfect. So that sucks because I can't decrease my vitamin intake, but at the same time, that's good to hear. So some deals with these guys. We are CVS card members, and CVS has all types of deals, and you go in and scan your card as soon as you walk in. It gives you a receipt with deals and stuff. We get a lot of my vitamins cheap for that, like the vitamin C, the calcium, the vitamin D, and the multivitamin. You can get deals like that. The other ways we get my medicine for cheap is obviously insurance. I have a really good paying job now with really good insurance, so that's awesome. The other thing is, everywhere that you get medicine from, like, example, Palma Zion, there's a Palma Zion assistance card, which picks up most of your copay. So if you guys are on Palma Zion and you feel like you're paying a lot for it and you don't have the card, make sure you check into that card. That helped me a lot. There's also assistance programs for like Orkambi. I was on that if I'm not still on it. So I have new insurance now because of my new job. So some of it got canceled because the insurance literally pays for it. But Orkambi does have a program out there. There's something called the Health Well Foundation, and I'm in Missouri, by the way, so I don't know if these are region specific or not. But there's a Health Well Foundation out there, and they kind of reimburse you for some of your meds. So you take your receipt and you send it off to them, and if it's covered under their list, which their list is constantly growing from what I'm told, but if you send it into them, they will reimburse you for the medication that they cover. You have to be a part of that program, of course. So that's pretty cool. And I think I also used to be on one for Casein, which made my Casein like $10 every month. So those are my pills. Those are my med lists. Yeah, of course it sucks taking meds all the time. Sometimes it's infuriating. But guys, it's just kind of like brushing your teeth. You know, you do it every single day. Of course, it would be nice to not have to brush our teeth, but it's something that you get in the habit of, you don't realize. Kind of like the morning medicine, I just pop them in. It's nothing anymore. As far as forgetting my meds, the only meds that I ever have to care about forgetting is my enzymes, because those are really important to eat with. And I literally have them everywhere. So when I leave the house, I put 3 in my jeans pocket. I have a container in my car. I have a container under the pillow, as you guys saw. Have a container in Jenny's car. And I have one in my backpack, which I take to work every day. So never forget my enzymes, luckily. The only meds that really get annoying, of course, are the ones that take the longest and the ones you have to worry about picking up the door and ordering, which are the nebulized meds. And those are all important, though, because those are really the ones that help out with the bacteria and the mucus, making it thinner and helping us clear our lungs with the airway clearance and stuff like that. So as you guys saw, my morning meds, kind of some of the deals that we take advantage of to get the meds cheaper. You saw my airway clearance, which my favorite is the Cornet, but I also use the vest. I actually have the Aerobica in my car too, which I use at work on my lunch hours if I'm really congested. And you guys also saw my nebulized meds. So my Casein, my Albuterol. I do have an Albuterol inhaler. I did not mention that. I also have Symbicort inhaler. But I feel that the Albuterol nebulized gets in there better. So when I'm home, like on morning and nights, I will try to always use my nebulized Albuterol. So yeah, I have both. But yeah, guys, so you saw my nebulized meds and my antibiotics and things like that. This is the life of a CFer. So all about the meds, and it keeps us healthy somewhat, hopefully. And then, of course, you saw my natural drawer, which I'm not going to share everything in this video because it's not CF standard or anything like that. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye.